Hello, everybody. This is Adam, Dr. Strife, bringing you a new video. Been a while, but yeah. So we're going to talk about the Street Fighter V announcement video that came out, talking about 3 new characters. So that's going to be the primary focus. They did focus on the tournament, some merch, but really, I know most of us, especially me, care about the characters. Like, tournaments are cool and all, and I really don't care about overpriced merchandise, especially when it has some dude's name on it. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to talk about the characters in the announcement. So, one of the first ones they actually started out with was Oro. Oro is appearing in Street Fighter V. He was already in the story, but yeah, he's actually appearing here as a playable character. And one thing, this is embarrassing to admit, but when I played Street Fighter Third Strike a long time ago, I had seriously thought that he only had one arm. Oro had one arm, but no, he was just there holding his pet turtle, and him and his pet turtle are back. And one thing that I've noticed about this character from the footage that they've shown is he has a mean uppercut, and it actually can launch characters in the air. And he has a couple different grab moves, so it looks like he has some command grabs, and like I said, he has an uppercut that launches characters as well. So yeah, he has different grabs and stuff, and they've said in here that he's going to have some new moves as well as some classic moves from that. He has a new move where it's basically kind of a leg sweep up and down, and it can lead in different things, especially his EX version of that move can do more damage. And a lot of his combos seem to lead into, well, more combos. So that's one thing that you can definitely say about Oro here. He's definitely... And then he has a V skill. 2 V skills. The first V skill is where he shoots a little orb. Well, it looks like he's picking a booger. But he flicks this booger, and it bounces and does multiple hits. So it does seem slow, seems to have a bit of startup. It looks like that it could be very, very good when it comes to setting something up if you have the time to do it. Then he has the other V skill where he telekinesis and those just fly around and attack, and I'm guessing they last until the bar is gone. So it allows you to do extra hits on top of the hits that you're already doing. At least that's what I'm gathering from the impressions of what I've seen so far. Oro doesn't seem to be the kind of character that I'm into personally, but he does look good. Well, I'll give him a shot. I have the season pass, so why not? I need to try out Dan. But the next character, I didn't think I was going to be into as much because I never really played her much in previous Street Fighter games. But I'm curious to try out Rose. They showed a little bit of her last time, but it looks like they've improved a lot of things. Her stage looks fantastic. Reference to Street Fighter Alpha 2's stage for her. Also, her music is very, very good. Very dramatic sounding, very kind of fits her, the whole mysticism where she uses magic and tarot cards and stuff like that. So, speaking of tarot cards, she actually has tarot cards that can do either buffs to herself or debuffs to your opponent, and that can make effects that either can increase the damage, decrease damage, things along those lines. And they explain more detail in the video than I'm planning on going to here, so I'll make sure to link that video down below for you to watch it in full. But it allows her to go and change these fortunes and deal out different buffs or debuffs. As far as whether this is random or changed, I'm not really for sure if it's something you can just swap to the one you want or if it's just random. But it does seem to be very interesting. Of course, she has her teleports, which is from her other game. She, of course, can also absorb energy blasts, such as fireballs and stuff like that from enemies. Of course, she has her own little fireball as well from the past Street Fighter games. And she can even create a double, which allows her to inflict more damage. Her V-Skill 2 is the Soul Satellites, which was one of her special moves from the other game, which allows to deal additional damage and also act as a barrier. So if someone tries to get in too close for an attack, you can hit them with it, and she can create up to 2 of them. She also has a soul illusion technique, which I think I just explained a while ago. I'm going through the video right now, making sure I don't miss anything here too important, but yeah, which allows her to do extra hits on top. If you think of it, it's kind of almost how Morgan works in Marvel vs. Capcom and the other games that she's in. Of course, I know she's the Darkstalker's character, but that's the one that came to mind. And then they showed off an exhibition match with her, which looks really good, and it's definitely worth a watch, and they even showed off her super. April 19th is the day we get to try Rose out and get to play her, so I'm very excited for that. But no, they were not done. After mentioning the collabs, the characters, the tournament, that weird merchandise, we finally get to take a look at the first Rival Schools character that is playable in Street Fighter V, which is Akira. And she looks pretty cool. So you see from the gameplay all the different moves she can do, a couple small combos here, which look fantastic, and I'm kind of excited to play as her, and I kind of want to go back and play some of the Rival School games. We may do that in future videos, but I really think this character looks amazing. The fact that she can even launch characters into the air Marvel style, just launch them straight up in the air, which is more of a nod to the actual Rival Schools game, because you could do that in Rival Schools with characters. There's Super, where she calls out her brother to do a devastating attack on poor Dan Hibiki. And she even gets to wave him off and share that moment of brother-sisterly love. Aww. But anyway, that is pretty much it for the event. I just wanted to share my thoughts on it, and I'm even thinking about talking about the Guilty Gear event here soon as well. Not Guilty Gear event, sorry. Talk about the Guilty Gear Backyard blog that they have posted about Guilty Gear and the refinements and changes, and yeah, I think we'll talk about that here very soon. So I just want to thank you guys for watching so much. Let me know what you think about the new characters coming up in this new set of fighters. Does it make you want to play Street Fighter V? Does it make you want to come back? I think I kind of want to come back into it. It looks fun, and Rose might be a good excuse for me to get back in. So anyways guys, till next time,